Hi guys, let's discuss some more NewJeans Ador return aftermath. This is not any kind of legal advice or professional analysis, by the way, just opinionated commentary. We left off with Ador confirming they'll have individual meetings with all of the NewJeans members as soon as possible. Hee-jin and Haerin's returns have already been officially announced. The three remaining members, Danielle, Hani, and Minji, independently announced their returns to Ador, but it's still unclear how official that is. One rumor, reported by Munhwa Ilbo, claims these three unconfirmed members actually issued demands to the company that resulted in an impasse. Their return is said to be conditional on Ador reinstating Heejin as producer for the group. The company declined to confirm or deny the accuracy of these reports. First of all, ain't no way it's November 2025 and we're still seeing demands for Heejin. I'm going to be blunt, this is not a reasonable demand, and if this is true, then I can see why Ador doubts their intentions. The reason why the judge spent 40 minutes breaking down his ruling in the contract validity case is because he wanted NewJeans to hear it. He wanted NewJeans to hear when he said that Heejin's actions leading up to and following Ador Gate were not in the interest of their protection. They were aimed at separating Ador from HYBE, or separating herself and the girls from Ador. He wanted them to hear him say Heejin used their parents to manipulate public opinion against HYBE whilst she hid in the background. Their protection did not even come up once when she was discussing these plans with her former VP. That audit, which NewJeans called retaliatory, was actually caused by her scheming against the company, not so-called whistleblower emails on their behalf. The judge wanted them to wake up and realize that Heejin was not and is not their mother. She's their Achilles heel. This ruling makes it clear that she initiated conflict escalation and media warfare, manipulating the public and even their families. The members can go on and on about how NewJeans is six, but the fact of the matter is, Heejin is not their producer anymore because she doesn't want to be. It's time to move on and let go of the Heejin fantasy, because Ador announcing Hee-jin and Haerin was a subtle but clear message to the other three. There is a world where we move forward without you, and if you don't want to live in that world, you need to get serious about working with us. We already covered Heejin's initial reaction to NewJeans returning to Ador, but she actually released another statement via the No Young Hee TV YouTube channel. She stresses the fact that NewJeans needs to remain 5 members, which is the way she designed them and the way they achieved success. She says the current conflict is unnecessary and acknowledges the true essence of these issues are directed at her. Heejin calls for Ador to treat the members with respect and not drag children into their fallout. The audacity, the unmitigated gall. Is she dead-ass right now?
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Let's be 100% clear right now, because this statement just triggered the fuck out of me. Heejin, it was you that dragged NewJeans into this. Not HYBE, not Ador. It was you that egged on this contract termination stunt when I'm almost certain you knew it was a dead end. You knew it would have ramifications on NewJeans' reputation and careers, but your only focus was how it would benefit you. If you had any care for those girls, you'd stop talking, because the media has already jumped all over this like clockwork. This is only going to make it harder for NewJeans to walk into those meetings with Ador and prove a shred of sincerity, but of course, Heejin had to make it about herself. Attorney Kho Sang-rok has analysed this case from the beginning and shared his thoughts on recent developments. Team Bunnies, the group that once described themselves as a collective of professionals, are now claiming to be a minor acting alone as a one-person team. As far as Attorney Kho is concerned, they're really just a group of fools who scattered when shit got real, leaving a child behind to take the fall. He calls Heejin out for basically doing the same thing, but she seems blissfully ignorant to the gravity of this situation. Instead of issuing public apologies, she's grandstanding with commands like NewJeans should be whole. Her selfishness has caused tremendous harm to the industry, the company, and the artists themselves. It's also the catalyst for her self-destruction. Heejin will struggle going forward with numerous lawsuits, and she has her own foolishness and greed to blame for that. As for NewJeans, Attorney Kho predicts that their situation will eventually stabilize. Many have called for the members to apologize, but he opts to leave that decision to the company. Ador will have to sort out a comeback and messaging strategy if they want this to work. It's concerning that 3 members notified the media of their return before the company. HYBE may have to investigate who was responsible for that. Nevertheless, Nevertheless, Attorney Kho believes they'll get over the hump, and NewJeans will start to gain perspective as they spend more time working in a healthy environment under Ador. A lot of what he said here is the same thing I said in my last video, and we share the same prediction going forward. I do think Ador will reach an agreement with the remaining 3 members, and the group will resume activities penalty-free. There are those who view this ending as anticlimactic because it lacks overt consequence. One perspective to consider is that NewJeans has actually faced some consequences from what they've done. A year of their careers down the drain, back-to-back legal defeats, enforcement fines, bearing the cost of all litigation, and the absolute humiliation of walking back into the very company they tried to run from should definitely count as consequences. I don't think it's going any further than that, but I've been wrong before, so I guess we'll see. I know many people think HYBE is being overly passive by welcoming the members back, but this is where I have to repeat myself like a broken record. HYBE is not a passive company. HYBE is passive-aggressive, and their methods are often misconstrued as soft in the short term. They play the long game, and the long game here is really not about NewJeans. I told you guys that Ador bringing NewJeans back is a business decision, and that's still very much true. But I also believe it goes beyond that. HYBE is keeping NewJeans to prevent them from riding off into the sunset with Hee-jin. That's not because they hate the members, that's because they hate Hee-jin. Yes, Hee-jin actually wasn't wrong when she said HYBE is trying to spite her, but she left out the reasons for them doing that, which is mainly her fault. I will speak more about this in the next video, but I just wanted to put that out there so you guys know where I'm going with this. HYBE is not done with Hee-jin at all, and if you think so, then you're in for a shock these next few months. That's really it. I'm going to combine the Ador versus Shin Woo-suk and B-Lif Lab versus Hee-jin hearing analysis because I just don't have enough free time to do them separately, so I'll see you all in that next video.